Yeah, Salakia. Phone just cut off. Can't make this shit up with these people in this city, man. People not paying attention when they're driving, and it's backed up on my car. Anyways, and he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood, right? Blood represents what? Sacrifice, right? Also represents life, right? So these are other nations. These other nations are gonna be that sacrifice, okay? There shall be a sacrifice in Basra. That represents Esau. You niggas can't save Esau, man. You cannot save your enemy, okay? All of a sudden, you niggas in the truth, you fall out, and now you want to save Esau. You want to save everyone. Well, the Israelites are never going to be saved on this side, bro. You can't bring them in the kingdom with you. 2/3 of our people are gonna die. What do you think is gonna happen to Esau and these other nations if 2/3 of his own people gotta go? And the armies which were in heaven followed him upon white horses, and clothed in fine linen, white and clean. Right? Those are the angels. And out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, which represents what? The instrument of war. When you go into Second Esdras, talks about him not raising up any instrument of war, but that tempest pretty much flying out of his tempest and sparks coming out of his eyes, right? Those are the lasers, right? That's what that sword represents. And with it he should smite the nations. So the ones that's gonna come against Yahweh Ba'ashem El Shai in war, they're gonna be smitten. Who do you think those are? Those are the nations, man. He's coming down here to fuck these nations up, and there's nothing you can do about it. There is nothing you niggas can do about it. So you can cry, you can bitch and moan. You niggas are not even gonna make it, let alone some damn heathens, right? And he shall rule them with a rod of iron. How do you get around that? Where do you get the nations are gonna be saved here? He's gonna rule the nations with a rod of iron. This is the book of Revelation, okay? The end. And he treaded the winepress of the fierceness and wrath of Almighty Yahweh, Almighty power, right? Which is Yahweh. And he hath on his vesture and on his thigh a name written, King of Kings and Lords of Lords. Okay, so that means all the kings are going to be taken down, right? He's going to be the only king that matters, right? Your Rothschilds, your bankers, the Gettys, the DuPont, all these other guys are not going to matter in that day, because Yahweh Shai is going to be lifted up on high. And I saw an angel standing in the sun, and he cried with a loud voice, saying to all the fowls that fly in the midst of heaven, come and gather yourselves together unto the supper of the great God. So when America, when Russia, when England, when the beast, all those countries that's going to be in the Third World War, when all these nations are destroyed, the birds are going to feast, man. The Lord promised these birds a feast, right? Come and gather yourselves together unto the supper of the great power, right? So the birds are going to eat. The vultures are going to have a field day, man, picking out eyes from these dead bodies, right? Whatever's left from the carnage. And I saw an angel, where am I? Verse 18, that ye may eat the flesh of kings and the flesh of captains and the flesh of mighty men and the flesh of horses and of them that sit on them, right? Which is power, represents power. And the flesh of men, both free and bond, both small and great. And I saw the beast, right? Which is NATO and the EU. And the kings of the earth, right? Because they ride the damn beast. The beast is the one that give all these kings their power, right? Mainly America. And the flesh of mighty men. Where am I? Salakia. Verse 19. And I saw the beast and the kings of the earth and their armies gathered together to make war against him that sat on the horse and against his army. So now, before in verse 17 and 18, we're reading above, we're reading what already happened, but then now you jump down because the man just John the Revelator is pretty much writing what he saw. So he's seeing these visions, so he's just writing down, right? So this had already happened in verse 17. So now he's going back before it happened now, right? Where am I? And the beast was taken, verse 19. And I saw the beast and the kings of the earth and their armies gathered together to make war against him that sat on the horse, which is Yahushai, and against his armies, which is the angels. When you go into Daniel 12 chapter, right? And the beast was taken. Of course they're going to be taken. And him and the false prophet that wrought miracles before him, right? The false prophet, which represents the Vatican, right? And the English, I think they represent the money, the three unholy frogs, right? And I think America, which represents the army of the beast. Where am I? Right. With which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast. So anyone who takes this mark is going to be destroyed, right? It also tells you in Revelation 14 and 2, right? Or 16 and 2, 14 and 2, what's going to happen to you people that takes the mark. So it tells you here again, you're going to be destroyed by the nuclear fire, man. You're not going to be saved. So I don't know what these guys are talking about. The nations are going to be saved. Most of these people are going to take the chip. These nations are going to take the chip. So what are you talking about, man? Okay? And then worship the image. So once they subscribe to this system and bow down to the beast, take the chip, take the mark and all that, they're going to be destroyed. Those both were cast alive in the lake of fire burning with brimstone. So the missiles are going to destroy these people. What are you talking about, man? And the remnant was slain with the sword of him that sat upon the horse, which is Yahushai, which sword proceeded out of his mouth, and all the fowls were filled with their flesh. Shalom.